The question I want to ask this question to all the women here.
All right.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
I talked about this before we went on trip. This is a size question.
Ah, yes.
This is the way I'm going to phrase it.
Okay.
Okay. Any
I
size.
shouldn't have even said that.
What are you doing, Jesse? Jesse, what are you doing? Jesse, what are you doing right now?
I'm going to propose a hypothetical scenario to all of you ladies.
Okay.
There's two different men.
Okay.
One of these men is 6'3",
Oh, God, we have the height. Okay, go ahead.
but he's got a 2-inch cock.
Oh. Unfortunate for him.
The other man is 5'8",
That's usually what happens, and he has a
with a
monster.
12-inch cock. Which of these two men are you going to date?
Kayla,
Big or small? Just do
just
this.
say big or small?
Small.
Small?
Is that small or is that big?
That was small. It's because her hands are small.
Jesse Preston.
You answer the question. What do you think, based off of my situation?
I mean, I know what you would think. It's like 5'6" and 13 inches. That's what she was saying. Is that not
So
correct?
size.
My
size
current boyfriend is not tall by any means, but he lays it down like it's nobody's business. So.
Yeah.
Size queen. Cool.
I would have to go with a tall guy with a small dick.
Why? Come here. Why? I'm
Stop
not
the cap.
Wait.
Why?
I'm not.
Stop the cap.
Let's answer first, and then, then the why. The why is funnier, but let's do the answer first.
Yeah. The shorter guy.
With a big.
Yeah, I guess. Being the fact that I'm literally 5'8", I can't do people like my height and shorter, so I'm gonna have to go with the taller guy.
So now, why? What's the reasoning behind
It's
it?
about connection for me. I've never cared about money. I've never cared about height. I've never cared about looks. It just so happens that I'm blessed that he is gorgeous. But it's not about that at all for me. I can be connected with man or woman. It could be short or tall. It doesn't matter for me that way. It could be the short guy with the small. It doesn't even have to be the opposite of the other one. It's just, for me, it's a connection thing.
What amazing circumstances. Wow.
I love the sarcasm.
Miraculously,
The sarcasm. Not everyone is equipped to deal with all things. I am not equipped to deal with the other scenarios that you pose.
Okay, makes sense.
So,
Yep.
and for a girl, I feel like most girls understand this. If you are a person that has like a vast appetite, and you like to have sex a lot, when it's
She got it wrong.
when it's about like
Keyhole
this,
on a watermelon, I get it. I understand.
when it's about like this,
I totally understand.
I can't. What am I supposed to do 6 times a day with something that's 12 inches long? I can't do that.
It's not enjoyable.
I can try to fit it in my
Physical
mouth,
limits to
I
what you
guess.
can-
But
what
yeah,
you
there's a
can
lot of
It's not
physical
enjoyable.
limits.
Sterling,
It's not
you've hit
enjoyable.
upon a podcast, let's see, Maxim now. This is known as the Kobayashi Maru, okay? It is the no-win situation.
You said Kobayashi, so now I'm
It's
just
a
thinking
no-win
like,
situation for them.
What? Wait, what?
No, hold on.
Why do you think-
Amber had the correct answer.
Do you know
both
who
of them,
Kobayashi is?
both of them. No. Kobayashi Maru is not the dude who eats the hot
No,
dogs.
it's a no-win situation.
That's hilarious. She thought it was
She saw
Kobayashi, the fucking
That was
hot
like
dog eater.
Kobayashi.
She thought Kobayashi Maru was the hot dog eating contest. That's hilarious. My life is complete.
What does this have to do with the-
You had the correct answer. Both of them at the same time. That's the correct answer. Anyway, go ahead.
That was no.
That was not the answer.
Keep going.
The reason-
Go ahead.
Why did you give your reason?
Selena Powell. Go ahead, Selena Powell.
Right? You
No,
said the
no,
tall guy?
I did not say the tall guy. There are a
she
few
said the
things I
second.
care less about than a guy's height.
Me too.
Like, I could not give less of
How
a
tall are
fuck.
you? How tall are you?
I'm 5'3", 5'4".
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm 5'10".
Yeah,
that's fine.
But
everybody's taller than you, babe.
I wear heels all the time, and I'm always in my like 4-inch heels. Like
you're
I go to the
5'4".
even grocery. Yeah, right. No, but yeah, and there's nothing I give less of a fuck about than how tall the guy is, and I know I don't know, I just don't get it. So I don't know, 5'8", 5'9". I'm like, that sounds like a good height. That was more my answer. Like, yeah, he seems like
You're
a
aiming
decent
for that
guy.
anyway.
Yeah, I'm like, so yeah, that guy with that height. You said yeah, nice, whatever.
We never got to my relationship.
You said he seems like a nice guy.
Hey guys,
Let's go with that guy.
Wait, she slipped away. We never got to hear her speak.
we're joined,
happen?
we're joined again by Daenerys Targaryen.
Oh my God.
The Queen of Dragons. What did you answer the question? Do you have an answer?
What's the question?
You got answer the
Oh,
question?
yeah,
Question
ask
is?
her.
Breaker of
What was the
chains.
question?
Oh, so the question was.
The breaker of vaginas.
The question was.
I choose violence.
Would you rather a guy, two identical men, in every other aspect, income, personality, everything's the same.
Looks,
right?
everything.
Two guys, right? One is 6'3" with a 2-inch.
I already know the answer.
Wait for the question.
Already got it.
One is 6'3" with a 2-inch. The
gonna take
other
so
is
long.
5'8" with a 12-inch. Which one are you doing?
First of all, I would never want to attempt a 12-inch.
Same.
I would never want to attempt a 12-inch cock. First of all,
Hard no.
Second of all, unlike her, I am 5'9", so and I like to wear
5'10".
heels. I do like how I look in photos of the man next to a man, and if
You want him to be
he's
tall,
shorter
you
than
want him
me.
to be tall.
It just looks weird.
And I've dated guys briefly that like they loved that. They weren't intimidated at all, and I actually thought that was really awesome. Like they weren't insecure about it. They loved having like a model or someone towering over them, and that's cool. I actually love that for them. It's not my thing, but for me,
I love that for them. not for me.
if you're tall and you don't have a large penis, but you are good at foreplay, like that's how a lot of women get off anyway. There's a lot of women that they have a tough time getting off in intercourse anyway. So if you're good in every other aspect and you put it down with foreplay,
Put it down with your tongue.
yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
Welcome back,
Ooh,
Caitlin Franco.
I-
ladies and gentlemen. The real Caitlin Franco returns. She's
Wait,
woken up.
okay, let her finish. I got a follow up though.
I know she hasn't answered.
She said she's
The
5'8"
rest-
and
yeah,
she needs a
she
taller
answered.
guy,
No,
right?
but the rationale
my
of
answer,
why.
yeah.
The
Oh,
why.
why?
I want to know the why.
Why the taller guy? I did answer it because I
You
don't want
kinda-
somebody
you-
shorter
you
than
did-
me.
You kind of did during your answer originally.
I don't necessarily care about what size your is. I think that's kind of stupid. I don't think girls are as like, well, me personally, I'm not as like into sex. Like I have to have sex all the time, like compared to men. Like men are all like, wow, let's all the time, right? What?
That was not what he was looking for.
What do I get?
He said,
What do you mean?
Tell them that
He was waiting for you to say he's tall and got a big dick. That's what he was waiting for.
Tear it down
Wait.
every night.
Time out.
Every night.
Time out.
I mean, try both. If you might get with a dude with a big dick and the sex isn't that great, and you get with another dude with a smaller dick and the sex is great because he knows what to do.
That's happened to me.
That's going to change your mind. You'll be like, okay, so that really doesn't matter.
I've had like a big ass, yeah, right. And then it was like, it was like, okay, yay, congratulations. And then you
Like,
go to like
whoa,
this guy
it
and you're
was
like, what are you
it
gonna do
was
with that?
a
And then like
pain in
after,
the
and you're like,
ass.
oh my god.
Like it's
And
a
you're
pain in
just,
the
like,
ass
amazed.
for us to get started
Definitely, yeah.
because you're so
Thank you.
big. Like that was
Yeah.
fun, and
Yeah,
and
that's
then
why I don't
wasn't
think it
even that
matters.
great.
Thank you. Yeah.
want to believe this.
I agree. No, I really agree with her. She's absolutely right.
Does the
It's-
size really matter to you boys?
Learn
that
how to
much?
eat vagina.
No, I don't have sex
Thank
with
you.
penises,
Thank
so.
you.
No, I'm saying,
She's
does
right.
your dick size really inflict your life that much?
I think it does if you were so far outside of 1 standard deviation that it was a problem. Like too big or
Well,
too small.
yeah,
I'm
like
sure
if
it
your
would-
thing is the size of a thumb
For
hard
sure.
and you're popping out every 2 seconds,
I would,
it's not
Right,
I would
yeah.
imagine that in that case it would definitely be an issue. But I think for most men probably isn't. No.
Every girl on this table is going to go with their girlfriends. They're going to say, I can't get with him. He's got a little dick. And just start talking about guys with little dicks.
I would never
know.
embarrass my
Okay,
man
no,
like
I
that.
do not talk about that.
Right.
No.
Okay.
No,
so
we
let me
don't.
let me ask you this.
We
then.
No, I
Like,
think, bro, I think they would if they
I
didn't
think
like
guys
him.
care more than
Bingo,
girls.
bingo,
Girls
Mike.
don't care about
no,
this.
wrong.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. If you see a guy who's got a big truck, what's the first thing you say about
Yeah,
that?
but, she
man.
doesn't, but she doesn't like
Thank
him.
you. Why
Man
is
from
why is that
Arkansas can
the,
prove
why
this
is that
wrong.
the
Girls
answer?
Overcompensating.
Why is that the
something else.
answer?
Because that's
it's
what you
an
hear.
insult.
Overcompensate by
Because-
that's
That's
with
just
your
an ongoing
tongue.
joke.
That's
That's
just,
just
yeah, that's just a universal
insult.
joke. That's
Because-
just like
because
a
you can
harmless
But
joke.
you go,
Thank you.
Then why don't you
About-
say, well, he's got a small, I don't know, nose or
that's
I
why
think
a joke
guys
that's
made
been
that
around for
joke.
millions of
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
That's
guys made up that joke. The man.
It's funny. Because it hurts
And
his
why
feelings.
does it?
Offends the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it hurts.
It's
So
silly.
when women say
not
that, Rolo,
serious.
I personally, from my experience from hearing other women say that, it's usually they just don't like the dude. If they like the dude, if no girl, she's in a relationship with the dude, and they go back and forth, like, she's never going to talk about it. They break up and he cheats, and then all of a sudden it's how small his dick was. That's the first thing to come out because it hurts him, because it hurts his feelings that when
Even
girls
if
run around
even
saying
if-
that.
even if he's not there to hear it.
But it gets around
It gets
because,
around.
It gets around. It's a
because
circle.
with women it's just like this fucking thing. Like they're going to ask and see whether or not this guy was.
That's disqualification. It
For sure.
disqualifies
Right,
him
selection,
from
that's
the
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so why would that be a form of disqualifying him from the sexual marketplace if dick size wasn't important?
Wow.
Like I said, within the
guys.
within the standard deviation, I think it's important.
Oh, okay. So it's got.
I think he probably fucked up in other ways, and so they're trying to hurt him by bringing that up. The truth is,
that's like
like,
the one- yeah.
you can fall in love with a dude, and you find out he's got a small dick, and if you have a great bond with him and connection with him, I think most women will overlook it. But if you fuck her over or you're a fucking
That's the
douchebag,
first thing
That's
she's
the
going
first
to
thing
bring
she's
up.
gonna pull out on you.
First thing she's going to bring up for sure.